Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a sunny day and I'm taking a walk during my lunch time. I'm so happy. So I just thought I would come and walk and I'll be talking to you about all things Mo's Kitchen, why I love cooking, why I love food, and all those things. And people are looking at me like, what is this woman doing opening a camera? Yes, I had to take a pause because people were like, we don't want to be in your videos. But anyway, it's a beautiful day. It's 18 degrees at the moment. The UK weather has been playing games with us. 1 minute it's hot, the other minute it's cold, the other minute it's raining. So yeah, when it's nice and hot, I try to just take a moment and come out. I need to walk in 30 minutes because yeah, that's my lunch break. Or else I'll need to do the time afterwards. Yeah, so people have been asking me about why I love cooking so much. Look at the views. I'll show you the houses where I'm walking. Big, nice houses. Then we'll talk about my cooking. I want you to see where I'm walking. It's lovely. It's lovely, lovely. Aiwa, kana kanyika kanaka kana kachipisa. Aiwa kakanaka, kakarongeka. Kenbokuratidza dzimba dzacho. Kuzoona dzimba dzinowanwa nemari. Yeah, I love this place. The more houses across the lake. You see, I'm just playing with my camera. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, my love for cooking started when I was young. You know, I grew up in a family of 5, total of 7, including my parents. So we're 5 and so we're 7. So, you know, I remember from a very young age that no matter our day, no matter what we went through the day, because there was a time when things were tough when I was growing up. But you know what my mom would do after every time we come back home, there'll be a nice meal, whether it was sadza and beans, sadza and cabbage, whatever. Would sit down and eat together. We'd sit down around the table and eat and ask each other how the day was. So that's what I remember growing up. Yeah, so that's where my love for food, love for cooking came from. And even if things were tough sometimes, my mom would make sure there's a special day on a Sunday before church. Would wake up and maybe there's bacon, eggs and beans, or make a sandwich using those sandwich machines, those sandwich toasters. It will come from the display. Then we'll make a special sandwich. So that was something very special. Then we'd go to church. After church, we'd come back and we start making Sunday best meal. Rice. Remember, we'll cook together with my siblings. So someone will be peeling the potatoes and the butternut. There's chicken in the oven. It was always roasted chicken. Beef stew is cooking. Would have 2 meats on a Sunday. It was special. And there is coleslaw, of course. There will be, what else? Or noodles. There will be noodles. Of course, noodles were special. Make noodles and put noodles on the side, and sometimes a potato salad. So it was a full plate. you know. We would sit, then around 6, dinner will be done, and we sit and we eat together. And one special thing that we used to do growing up is I would make sure every day after dinner, you know, when the 8 o'clock news come, we are having tea. We would take turns to have tea at night. We would say like, Diana Arguta Tinas, who's making tea today? So we would rotate with my siblings on making the tea. We'd make tea, and there'll be maybe biscuits. Even if there's a few, we'd make sure we share. We would share. If it's a cake, we would cut the cake and we'll share. Even if one of us is not there, we'll keep the cake for the next day. That's something that my mom taught us, that we share no matter what. You know what we used to do? Even if my mom, sometimes she'll bring maybe 3 bananas, we would cut it in half and share, because that's how we grew up. So even up to now, me and my siblings still have this thing. You hear my brother saying, I went to town, you know, I saw this, I bought it for you, I'll keep it for you when you come, you get it. And even me, when I go to the shop, I see something for my sister, I'll buy for her. Look at the views, guys. Look, it's beautiful. Maybe. Yeah, you hear my sister, I bought a handbag for you. But when are we gonna see each other? It doesn't matter, I'll just keep it. I'll give it to you, you know, when we meet. So that's how we grew up. And that's why I love food, because I think having food, sitting around the table and having food is a special moment that you sit together and you catch up on things. So that's why I love cooking. And even my siblings, they all cook. They all love cooking, and they're all good. Even the boys, they cook for their families. And now all the children want to be chefs when they grow up. Can you imagine? That's how much we love food, how much we love cooking, how much we love to be around the table and catch up. Yeah, so that's why I love cooking so much. So when I cook, I don't just cook. It takes me back to my childhood. It takes me back to the meals we used to have. Even though we are far away from each other, we all have our families. With my siblings, we all have families, and we live in different places. But when I cook, I feel close to them, and we always share pictures. We always share what we are cooking. Oh, my arm. Yeah. So that's why I love cooking so much, because it takes me back to my childhood. It reminds me of my siblings, the good times, the hard times we had growing up, the values that my mom put in us, which is something special, and we're trying to carry that to our children as well. Yeah, I'm really loving doing these videos and seeing your comments, likes. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. Thank you so much. We're almost at 1,000, so let's keep at it. Look, guys, isn't this beautiful? It's a beautiful day. And another reason why I love so there was a time that I went to boarding school. I went to a missionary school, which was kind of like a military style mission school. Yeah, I'm sure those who went to a mission school, not to an A group school, no, to a mission school can relate. So I would have the food was basic, but yeah, it made us. I went to a mission school for 6 years. And guess what we ate every day? Beans. So sometimes when I cook, You know, think those meals similar to what we used to have in boarding. It takes me back to my high school days, because I think my high school days were one of the best days in my life. You know, high school, you just go to school, no need to worry about anything. You don't have any problems, adult problems. You just go, do your reading, do your books, and that's it. You worry about your parents, your family coming to visit you, whether they're gonna come to visit you or not. That was the only worry. But everything else is paid for. No bills, no worries in life. It was just life. So I really enjoyed my boarding school days. We would eat beans every day. Beans were on the menu every day. Sunday was a special day. We'd have a boiled egg in the morning, rice and chicken, and we were allowed to open our tinned foods, beans, beef or whatever. My way impwa. This one jambro nembwa seven. No go jambro nembwa. Yeah, so boarding school days were the best. Would have sometimes on a Friday afternoon would have certain lacto. Yeah, when Zimbabwe was still, the economy was still good. Dairy board would come to school, drop off some yogurts, some lacto. That's amasi. Would have sadza and amasi, and would have beef. I think 4 times a week. Yeah, so life was good. Life was good. So some of the meals that I cook in the kitchen, they remind me of my high school days. Just cutting corners here. Just because I need to go back to work. Yeah. So that's why I love cooking so much. I don't just cook. I think I wrote a blog. I'll try to find that blog where I was saying I don't just cook. Every meal have a story to it. So when you see me posting meals, ask me the story behind. And there's always a story behind every meal that I cook.
That's what I quite like now.
Yeah, I don't just cook. And I think I'm gonna write my second book based on that. I don't just cook. There's always a story behind it. Yeah, so when I cook in the kitchen, it brings me joy. So many memories. That's why I don't tire. That's why people be like, why do you cook every day? Because it reminds me of a story. It reminds me of something, my childhood, of those special moments. Yeah. So guys, I think enough of my talking. I need to walk very fast because my lunchtime is almost over and I still have about 1 kilo to cover. This whole lake is that's the lake. It's about 2.5 kilometers and I think I've covered an hour. So I need to look at the ducks. Beautiful. I need to start walking quickly. It's a beautiful day. Look. That's one thing about Milton. We are blessed with so many beautiful parks where you can just come and walk. I used to come when I was fit. I used to come very fit. I'm fit now, but I used to be very, very fit. I used to come and run 4 rounds before work. That's 10 kilometers before work. But now, walk. At least it's something. And it's good for my knees. Yeah, so this is the lake, guys. If you live close by, if you're in the UK, you live close to here, come to Faston Lake. It's beautiful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye. Mwari wangu ndipeiwo rudoma nekuti zvese ndezvenyu. You see? Takutoona recipe. Tobata dada wanere tunobika dada iri. It's not a dada. It's a swan. Hey, Mwari akasika guys. Look at this one.